Yes, gang, Saturday morning is here. It's time for Saturday Morning in Comics. Happy Saturday. I hope your weekend is kicking off well. I'm John from John's Comics with Kids. Hopefully you've found me before and that you're used to the Sunday, Saturday weekend shenanigans from my YouTube channel. I appreciate people coming around, hanging out with us for a little bit. And by us, I usually just mean me these days. This is the final stretch for the original brand. You can expect the John's Comics with Friends branding to launch sometime over summer because, yeah, I get it. They're not kids, they're teenagers and they like their sleep. They sleep in. They sleep in now. But that's why I have you. All of you in the chat, the Saturday morning friend crew, including the tailgater extraordinaire. Derek was here last night. He was here last night. We got Terry from the Bronze Page. I've been chatting with him a ton lately. Really well educated guy, knows a ton of comic book stuff, and he's got a great YouTube and Instagram you should be checking out. How you doing, Terry? We got Eric Nightpaddle Grid. What's going on, E? Happy Saturday to you. I hope things are going well in your neck of the woods. I was texting with this guy this morning. What's going on, JP? He has decided that his prize winnings from my 3K giveaway, which is a prize that he has literally every single book in it. He won the one. I was joking with Magic Lasso that or not with uh, Tony Old Wolf that the prize that he won is perfectly suited to him. And I think JP had the inverse problem, which is he already had every single one. So he is gifting it back to the community, which means next Saturday I've got to figure out a way to give it away to somebody in the chat next Saturday. So be ready for that. What's going on, JP? Happy Saturday, my friend. I got a ton of unboxings that I did on Old Wolf's channel Thursday night. But I did it just at the end of his stream, and I was like, I want to share it all. So this is the unboxing invasion here. I've got 3 different unboxings to do. Plus, I read some great comic books this week. Really good new comic book day stuff. So I'm going to start off with one of those. Ooh. I've been reading a ton, lots of things as always, but gang. And Bearded Comic Bro posted this on his Instagram the other day, and I'm kicking it off with this. James Tinian, yes, Tinian, crushed it again. This is his new issue #1 from Image, Exquisite Corpses. It just dropped. It's a double-sized issue for $4.99, like a massive book. Get it. Like, get a copy. I know everybody's talking about the Beast blind bag, whatever that is. I don't even know. I'm not aware or in that loop at all. Did not buy that. But this book, gang, this is the book to read. Big praise. I'm going to probably make a short or even an edited video on this book probably here next week. I'm probably going to talk about this book for New Comic Book Day Book Club at the end of the month. So I don't know if I will read a better issue #1 this year. This is going to be a tough issue #1 to top. The concept is great. The execution is phenomenal. The characters and the world building are wonderful, and the artwork is spot on. Yo, I mean, I might be all in on this book. This might be, I mean, if this book falls apart, I will be stunned because it really has a lot going on. I don't want to ruin it. So I'm not going to, this is not a spoiler review. I will get deep into spoilers later on, but I don't mind giving you the premise. The premise has to do with the elite 13 families that control the United States and how every few years they compete by selecting a champion and sending them into a nondescript US town that they completely take over for the day. And the last one standing gets to rule the United States for the next, that family, the champions family that they're representing, rules the USA for the next few years. This started off, apparently this has been going on since the original 13 colonies, and those were the original 13 families. And they have since then, every few years, been having their own little Thunderdome Hunger Games, basically. And they select a champion, and the champions all go in and fight to the death. Buck Wild concept. And it basically just kicks off in this issue with a ton of backstory of like the different families and their champions and how they are selected and the process. And then the people who have no clue in this town that starting at sundown, their town is going to become mayhem. It is wild. Yes, it's got 100 bullets. There's a little 100 bullets in here, JP. I was. It may just be the next thing I'm going to talk about, but yeah, very very accurate. There's one family that whoever wins the next time they play the games, they have to be the one that finds the town and they control the game because they can't rule twice in a row, basically. And the other 12 families are competing. Um, so there's 12 champions, and you meet several people that just live in this town, that they're going about their Halloween night because it's taking place on Halloween. Really cool. And so you meet some, people that are going to be collateral damage, maybe caught in the middle. You see the representatives for each of these families and kind of like how they feel about it, which gives it that sort of Hunger Games, what's that? The Squid Games kind of vibe where they're like sitting watching it on screens, but really good, really really good. And I'm excited for more of this. I'm not going to get into spoilers and big stuff, but that's just the basic premise. And the other side of that coin is James Tinian, an incredibly consistent writer, a really clever creative writer, especially when you get him away from Batman. Get him, let him get into the indie world. Even Nice House on the Lake, had a really great hook. I don't necessarily feel like I needed it to go on and be a second season. I kind of hoped it would kind of end at one volume, but he is just a supremely talented individual. And this one's got the legs. I think this one's got legs. It could really go a long ways. And it's the kind of thing that you could repeat. You could tell one season, like one story of that year's games, but you could go back and tell like one from the 60s, and you could go back to telling one from the 1800s, and there's a lot of ways you could go with this. Yeah. So I didn't say hello to the next few people that jumped in the chat. My apologies. We have Beckerman jumping in here. What's going on, sir? It sounds like he has read it because he said, loved it, planned on playing the game, because there is mention that there is a game forthcoming, but I don't have any information on that. So I don't know the details on that. I'm not a huge gamer anymore, unless you're talking about plugging in my N64 and going on GoldenEye another round. I'm happy to do that. Happy Saturday to Justin. I hope he's got his voice back. I know he wasn't feeling great last week. And we are going to be talking, because my omnibus is right over there. Coming up on Tuesday on Justin's channel, we're going to be doing the final Bill Sienkiewicz issue of New Mutants. So be there for that when we're over on his channel, finishing out that era, that important era in New Mutants. The Coffee Monsters in the chat. What is going on? Happy Saturday to you. Hope things are going well. Same to you, JSS Brooklyn. What's going on, John? And Dale of Suspense. What's going on, sir? He's dropping all those fun emojis. Actually, I think I need to add a couple more. I had one in mind that I wanted to do, so I may need to add a couple more. 13 families, yes, very 100 bullets. And JP and I are finishing 100 bullets. That's the next thing on my pile here. I'm nearly done. This is the final volume of 100 bullets, volume 13. And on Wednesday night, I'm on JP's channel with Daymares, and I think we're 6:30 my time, 9:30 Eastern. We're doing the finale. This is finishing out, and you can see where my bookmark is. I'm about halfway through it. I was plowing through it too quickly, so I paused, but I'll finish it today. I'll finish it. Nice choice for a new comic. Loved it too. There you go. Still 35 cents. Knows what's going on. I was wearing the still only 35-cent shirt just yesterday. MJ's in the chat. What is going on, James? He says, we'll read my copy tomorrow. Got the cover C with the trading card. Yeah, it's a really clever concept. I agree that I think James Tinian's a big idea guy, and he really is. He's got this one locked in. I think he's locked in on this one. We got Ian. What is going on, Ian? Happy Saturday, my friend. He was nice enough to join me on my 3K celebration night. I appreciate you, sir. That was very, very kind of you. So yeah, that's what I've been reading lately. Those are the non-Marvel DC, I mean Vertigo and Image books that I've been reading lately. I still need to read Grommets, the final issue of Grommets. I was hoping to get to it this morning, but lost track of time. I was watching some YouTube. I was catching up on some social media. You get lost in there sometimes. I'm making myself a cup. My friend Bear Island Comics, who some of you might know, he was in the community quite a while, and then he took a big break, and then he's been making these hilarious videos on YouTube where he created his own. Uh, I think he was using FIFA, the video game, and he created a team, and he's been going season by season as the man. He's been just basically like managing it and watching the games and then playing it out to see how his team does year to year. And he drafts players and he makes videos about like, I think he did 12 or 13 videos of like the team on its journey. It's been like, I mean, I'm not a big gamer or a big sports guy, but it's been kind of captivating. And he has this whole Batman theme to it because they're like, the idea is that Bruce Wayne bought this team. He's got Luke Fox managing, and he's got they're called the Pennyworths. They're from they're the Gotham football club, basically. Very entertaining stuff. I'm not a sports guy. I'm not a video game sports guy either, but it's been very entertaining. So I was laughing a lot at it. You guys might get a kick out of it. I can probably drop the link for that in the chat. But I've been watching them a ton. He's been cracking me up with these videos because he takes it like he legitimately takes it seriously. Like he's way into it, and it kind of cracks me up how like active he's at. So his YouTube channel is called Bear Island TV, and I will drop the first episode in the chat so that one, if I can go back far enough. Oh, there it is. Episode 1. He did episode 1 3 years ago, so this has been going on for a while. By the time I drop it, I bet JP's already dropped it. Nope, I beat him. Haha. Drop it. So there it is, Bear Islands. Hopefully that takes you to the first episode. He's done now 13 of them. So the newest one was episode 13, and yeah, I'm very entertained. Very entertained. There's fun little clips. He throws in some Ted Lasso jokes and whatever. Oh, did I beat him? I don't know if I beat him. I was pretty close there. That's the channel link. There you go. So it's a fun mix of like sports, video games, and comics in pop culture kind of way. But so if you're looking for something to distract for a little bit, it's been very entertaining. And I try to, some of them are a little longer than others. The last two were only about 7 minutes, so it's kind of fun. You can never get John to stop talking about sports. Yeah, I just won't shut up about it. Crazy. For today, what's going on in my world? We've got 2 soccer games, football games. So Charlie's got 2 games today, and in between those games, there's a little gap. I'm running to my LCS because one of my favorite indie writers, David Boer, the creator of Kanto, there it is, and he's been writing Dungeons and Dragons and Ghostbusters, and he did a series called Spec. So he's about glasses, not about comic books. And he's going to be at my LCS signing comics. So I'm going to bring some books over there, get some things signed. The entire Kanto hardcover set is now out for purchase. So he's going to have a bunch of those there. So I'm excited to kind of pop in, say hi to David. He's an incredibly nice guy, and he's at my LCS. I got to support everybody. Got to support. So that's my day today. And then tonight, get home, relax with the family, maybe watch a movie and chill. David is an incredibly nice guy, and I want to get back east because his art partner, so it's Boer and Zucker. Drew Zucker is the artist for Kanto. As far as I know, and maybe Justin, you know this, he's living in the New York area because he was and I don't know if he's still doing it, but when this series was really getting going under like the 2nd or 3rd volume, he was an EMT. He worked as a paramedic during COVID in New York City. So he was boots on the ground kind of a guy, drawing comics in his free time, and then working as an EMT when he had that time. So I believe Drew Zucker is still in that area because I remember interviewing them both for a couple of online things, and Drew talking about how hard it was in the height of COVID to get all the materials they need. So David Boer is the writer of Kanto, and Drew Zucker is the artist of Kanto, and they live on opposite coasts. And as far as I know, Drew is still balancing both being an artist and an EMT at the same time. So kind of cool. Let's see. I should get these Canto books at some point. Never went back after volume 2. Yeah, so there are 5 hardcovers. I'm dropping a video in the coming week showcasing what those all look like and how the story kind of progresses. And I'll pimp it here. I'll tease it here. I am going to be giving away a volume 1 hardcover signed by David Boer as part of my channel member giveaway at the end of the month. So somebody in the channel members crew could win that hardcover along with some, I'll send some fun variants and stuff as well. But that'll be the big prize for this month, is going to be one of those Dark Horse hardcovers, volume 1. So be ready for that. See, what else did I miss? Pony's in the chat. How you doing? Good to see you. Raging Cage and JD's in the chat. John just stopped to say hi. Off to Comic-Con Revolution. Have a good time, sir. Enjoy it. It's not David from the, it's not. That's not what. Stop talking about Alien. Stop talking about the Alien franchise. You're obsessed right now. Admittedly, I've missed like 2 or 3 of those. Prometheus, I can't understand how I feel about it. It's one of those movies that I love and hate simultaneously. Or I don't know about love. I enjoy and dislike at the same time. All right. So let's get into the first unboxing here. We've been 17 minutes. I'm just getting started. I shared some of these over on the live stream on Tony's channel on Thursday night, but I wanted to share them with all of you. So kicking it off with my man, my good friend, my homie, Jeffrey Comic-Con, who is not often in the YouTube arena anymore. He's working hard, and part of that time he works at Secret Identity Comics up in Central California. And he said, hey, I got something I want to send you. Have you ever read this? And I was like, what is it? And he said, it's Lost Back to the Island, the complete critical companion to the classic TV series. Have you read this? I was like, I've never even heard of this, man. I don't even know what this is. So he sent me this book, this hardcover book on basically the history of Lost. I'm like, heck yeah, this is right up my alley. I'm definitely excited to read this summer. But he threw in a ton of like fun stickers for the shop, some goodies that he sent along with the book, a keychain. Look at that. Yeah, I got it. Speaking mask keychain, I got to hold it out just the right distance. So, a cool keychain. And then for the girls and I, he sent us some fun pins, and I'll share those next. What's going on? Circumstances in the chat, stirring things up, causing some drama. No, he's not. He's just hanging out. He's not even gatekeeping. He lets anybody into his Discord. Everybody's in the Discord, except when I show up there. Everybody's hiding when I show up there. I don't get it. Guys are so rude to me. I don't get it. Let's see here. So I got create a set for everybody here, for each of the girls and myself. Okay, so he sent me these cool pins. Oh, crud. Uh-oh. Shenanigans. Hold on. Marcus is here. He's clearly gambling. So he has gifted 5 channel memberships, and the winners are Dan De La Torre. Dan, what is going on? I appreciate you, Dan. Pops and Comics 82, The Watcher, Zombie Bomb, and the original community troll we love, Mr. CJ himself, Comic Journey. So congrats to all of them, and thank you to Marcus from Circumstances. He's trying to get in good with the gambling gods this morning before he puts down all of his bets. We all know it. But let's give Marcus a little joy here, a little something maybe to kick his day off right. How about, he doesn't want anything sweet. He wants some cursing. Here you go.
Wow, a super chat. Thank you.
And how about some kids knocking each other around? You like that? There it is, right to your face, right to your kisser, Marcus, right to your kisser. Congrats on the channel memberships that Marcus gifted out. Thank you, Marcus. Very kind of you. Those people will have a chance at the end of the month to win that Canto hardcover that I'm going to be giving away. And Marcus, I don't I don't encourage gambling, but I will wish you good luck on your gambling today. Hopefully that works out well for you, sir. Let's see here. Wait, John Lost? How can I never heard of this before? It's all real. It's all real, JP. It's all real. So here's the last piece, or the last of the no. Here's the next thing from what Jeffrey Comic Con gifted me and for me and my girls. A set of fun like TMNT mask pins. So you get each of the turtles. And I'm sorry that the purple doesn't really look purpley. It looks kind of blue on the screen there, but it is purple. There it is. That's a little better. So a nice set. So each of us, me and the girls, each have a set of pins. There's 3 sets of all the turtles. So I got to move them out of the way or they're going to be ASMR the whole show here. But that is super dope. I got to find a fun place to decorate those on myself. And the girls are getting those. So that is awesome, man. Huge thank you to Comic-Con for doing that. That is an incredibly nice thing, Jeffrey. You are above and beyond as always, my friend. And I can't wait to meet up with you again soon, dude. I know you've been super busy and Northern California can be a bit of a trek, but at some point, we will reconnect, my friend. He also sent me, this is the last thing he sent me was a giant stack of posters, comic book posters from his shop. So I was going to go through and just kind of peek at them. And I was supposed to grab a pen. I do have a pen just so that I can mark which is which on the back. Some of them are marked and some of them are not. So I want to make sure I'm doing it right. I did accidentally tear one of them the other night. Oh, yeah, this is the Nick Fury one. This one's the Nick Fury one. Oh, that's dope. It's even got like some of the old Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. things in the background there. So I got to write Nick Fury on this one. Tiny, light writing. All right, there's a Nick Fury one. I got to keep track of these, you know. Don't want to mess it up. Oh, this one's got a name. This is the Squadron Sinister. This is the one I did open this one up the other day. Whoa. Oh, sorry, I gotta scoot over here a little bit. Squadron Sinister. All right. I don't think I read that series. Next, we've got X-Men Black Emma Frost. This one I did open. I don't think this is the one I tore. You gotta be careful though. Oh, the Mystique one is the one I tore. Yeah, these are the J. Scott Campbell, because I do have a Mystique one. That's the one I tore. There it is. So this is the Emma one. I got to put the name on top there. Okay. I'll find a good home for these. And this one doesn't have a name, so we'll see what this one is. Ooh, careful, John. Oh, a Spider-Gwen one. That's pretty dope. Let's see if I can get it open right here. Ghost Spider-Gwen Smash. That's a Nakayama if ever I've seen one. That is dope. Heck yeah, let's mark this one. Oh, it's got it. There's a barcode. There you go. That's helpful. This one is Planet Size X-Men. Oh, dude, that's one of my underrated keys. That's an underrated Storm key. It's on my list. This is the cover A. I'm gonna open this one fully because it's got our girl on the bottom there. If I can do it carefully without damaging anybody here. Ugh. All right, almost got it. There we go. Look at that. There she is with the Iceman there. But of course, it's Magneto and Jean up close there. Planet Size X-Men. I have that cover, of course. But there are a lot of great covers for that book. The reason it's a key in John's mind is because it's the first time that Mars gets colonized in the Marvel Universe. So, the mutants go and make it habitable. So, vital moment, in my opinion. Ooh, a House of X poster. Now we're talking. I might start giving these away each month. Oh, yeah, this is the original House of X cover. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, gang, with the Krakoa gate. Heck yeah. We're talking. Holy cow. That is a beauty. Holy gang. I'm excited to be going through these. Marvel's Star. This is this is the Captain Marvel character, right? Yeah. Okay, let's be careful with these. Trying to be careful, gang. Trying to be careful. I'm doing it wrong. Come on, John. There we go. There we go. Whoa, it does not want to open very well, but there she is. Captain Marvel's spin-off series star. Sorry, I don't want to. I'm trying to be gentle with these, trying to be careful with these. The next one says Monica Rambeau Photon. Oh, I think Magic Lasso will be interested in this one. He and I are both Monica Rambeau stands. Let's see if I can open it the right way, though. There we go. Yeah. Woo. There we go. Look at that. That is a cool poster. So I'm going to have to start throwing these into some giveaway boxes here and there. Uh-oh. Rob's Fat Stacks crashed here. What is going on? Rob, he just gifted 5 channel memberships. So we got Wayne Deacon, 00711. 00711, that's a funny name. Son of a Bruce, Phillips Comics, and my man, John Spiliotopoulos, Castle himself. I just posted his Instagram video to my Instagram recently. Congrats to all of you for getting all these channel memberships. What is happening in the chat today? This is wild. Let's give some goodies to Rob. I know he's an animal-friendly gentleman. Let's do some pets. There you go. And one more for Rob, because he's been. I think Rob's pretty rowdy. So let's make sure he knows that there's no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Mom called the doctor. The doctor said no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
No more monkeys, Rob. No more monkeys on the bed. No more monkeys. But huge thank you, Rob, for doing that. That is incredibly nice, above and beyond, sir, my friend, who I finally got to meet in person at WonderCon this year. I hope your con experience was grand, and I know he's going to be at HeroCon this summer. So those of you going to HeroesCon, it sounds like the entire community except me are going to have a great time there. I really wish I could make it. I will be sadly missing out. My travel budget has been spent on going to Portland a little bit ago, and then I will be in Orlando, not for comic book convention related reasons, but coming up in October, I'll be in Orlando. So that became my travel budget for 2025. But I appreciate you, Rob. Very kind of you. He says at HeroCon, they're going to be the C3 booth is going to be at 1766. So if you go to HeroesCon, you need to hit this booth up, if for no other reason than it'll be where the community's hanging out. But on top of that, you can get some of I think they're going to be ready for HeroesCon. They have these amazing art books with it's a comic basically with all these pieces of original art that have been printed into them. So you can get one of the C3 comics. They had a 2024 version that sold out. It was great. And then now they've got the 2025 version, and you guys got to get in on that. You got to get in on it. So that is awesome. Huge thank you to you, Rob. I appreciate you, man. I still got a giant stack of these. I got Exceptional X-Men. This is the Exceptional X-Men poster. Whoa. And another bit of Emma Frost. There she is. So if you got Exceptional X-Men issue #1, you know this poster. You know that image. And we've got Spider-Gwen, another Ghost Spider one. Okay. So I've got double the Ghost Spider goodness now. Whoa. And there she is, swinging through with her spider briefcase, or her suitcase with all her like logos on it. I see is that X-Men, Fantastic Four, Captain America, Deadpool, Daredevil, everybody's on there. So there's another awesome poster. There's a ton of posters here. This is crazy. A Dazzler poster. I may have to just in advance. Oh yeah, this may end up having to go to Magic Lasso. I'm sorry to even tease anybody with this one, but it's it's basically the cover for her solo book. Yeah, I'm not even gonna like offer this to the community, because if I did, I think Ryan would stop speaking to me. So this might need to go off to the side here. So you got to see it, but it's not staying. Ooh, a domino poster. Now we're talking. It's a rabbit hole, says Splash Page. Splash Page is in the chat. What's going on, my friend? Yes, this is the Domino series cover. This might be a J. Scott Campbell, actually. I can't remember who did the art on that issue number 1. Whoa. No, it's a Greg Land cover. That's a Greg Land cover. Oh my goodness, so many. Another Domino one. Is it the same one? Oh, do I have 2 of the same one, or is it an alternate? Ooh. Ooh, this is a different one. Look at that one. And she's wearing her own merch. That's not cool. I don't know if you're supposed to wear your own merch. Is that a thing? Domino's wearing her own merch. Maybe I need to reconsider. I did want to mention Splash Page is Monty is going live this morning. It's been a little while. We've missed you, my friend. I hope things are getting a little better in your world. I know life, work, all these things can absolutely take precedence and just absolutely shut down the YouTube side of things. But I'm happy to see that you're going live today, and I will be in that chat. You know it. Oh, here's a good one that I think people are going to love because this series was incredibly popular. I'm talking about Avengers Twilight. Look at that. Heck yeah. One of the best things Marvel's done in the last few years. A nice, sweet poster for Avengers Twilight. Gang, that is dope. I got to make sure that the barcode is on top so that I can read it again later. What's going on? Comic Cap Collectibles. What is happening? This next one is a Doom. Oh, this one might be the only one I'm keeping so far. I can't keep very many of these. I don't have room for them. But One World Under Doom, a poster. Yes. Oh, look at that. This looks like Art Adams almost. Is it an Art Adams poster? I can't see the name. It might be, it says Rochelle or something, but look at that. Look at that. One World Under Doom poster. Yo, that is cool. That is cool, man. That is dope. Let's see. Ooh, a Wakanda Shuri poster. Now we're talking, man. We are talking the language of John here. I'm telling you. That is dope. Look at the tiger or the Black Panther there in the background. Can you see it on the hillside there? It's hard to see. Right above my finger there. That is cool, gang. That is cool. Yes. That one is great. I love that. Holy cow. My goodness. 3 left. No, 4 left. 4 left. Including, where's the one I tore? Yes, this is the one I ripped. Wah, wah. It was a little too rough. You can see it's already like got a little tear on it. I don't think anybody's gonna want that one, but that's too bad because it's Mystique. Whoa. I'll put some tape on it, maybe. Whoa, on the back there. But yeah, J. Scott Campbell, X-Men Black Mystique. Sorry about tearing it, my gang. What a loser. What a loser. Marvel Voices. Here we go. What's up, MJ? Good to see you, sir. Back again. Let's see, what time is it? It's got to be pretty late your time, right? Getting into the nighttime hours. So here's a Marvel Voices cover there. I see Jubilee and Blade. You got Miles Morales there. You got Kamala Khan down there. America Chavez. That's cool. That is cool. Let's see, did I fold it right? I folded it right. Yes, sir. Oh, I should set that one aside so I can tape it. 5 p.m. Just getting ready to head out. Oh, heading to the pub. Do a little something, something. Oh, this is a Phoenix one. I did share this one on Tony's channel. Yes, Phoenix Resurrection. Got some of the new team characters in the background there. That's a cool cover done as a poster. I've got that issue. And the last one, we finished it out with Captain Marvel herself. I'm assuming it's not Marvel, but we shall find out. Oh, yes, this is the one. I did open this one, too. This is a great cover. I want to say this is a Quesada cover. This is a beauty. Yeah. This one is a stunner. In fact, maybe this is the one I end up keeping. I can't keep all of these, but look at that. Come on, gang. That is a beauty. That is dope. Yep. Quesada from 2018. Ooh, careful folding this back up. And I fold it up carefully. There we go. Yeah, that is a beauty. Holy cow. And those are just he just threw those in. I'm sure he was just like, I gotta fit some more stuff in this box. Let's throw some stuff in. Well, you crushed it. You crushed it. I appreciate you, Jeffrey. Big time, man. So channel members, be ready. The monthly giveaway. There may be some posters now going in along with the trade paperback or the hardcover that goes along, and the variants that I throw in there. So this just got upgraded a little bit here. So thank you for doing that, Jeffrey. I appreciate you, sir. And I'm gonna finish out. I got reading material, stuff that I've been reading, and JP, I should be able to finish it this weekend. This is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, which is a fantasy, I mean, we'll say smut book in the series that I've been doing lately. I've decided to transition to a new artist, new writer. Sorry, Rebecca Yarros. This is a great book. I've been loving this. I'm about 200 pages in. It's about 500 pages long. It's a very speedy read. I just haven't had a ton of time, but soccer matches tend to give me opportunities before to when they're warming up and stuff to just chill and read. So I might get through some of that. I've been enjoying that. I'm also on the second book of March. This is the John Lewis Civil Rights series. There are 3 volumes, and this is volume 2. I did a little video on volume 1. It was absolutely spectacular. Really helped to capture and frame a lot of the discussion around protesting and the need for it, the vital purpose that it serves in discourse, and then the challenges faced in the civil rights era. So I'm on book 2. This has been wonderful, but I don't want to read it too quickly, or I'm not going to have as much memory of it. I'm worried if I read some of that stuff too quickly, it won't stick with me as big, won't as significantly. And so I'm taking my time and sort of enjoying that piece by piece. I'm about halfway through March volume 2. And yes, exactly. The good kind of trouble, as John Lewis would say. Rest in peace. He was an incredible gentleman. So yeah, I picked up volume 3 when I was in Portland. So I have all 3. And I believe each volume is a little bigger than the one preceding it. The first volume is very quick and short. And my girls, all of their junior high history teachers have had them read March. So my girls were like, Dad, you're a little slow, a little behind the times. You got to catch up. Got to catch up. We've already read this. Next up, I caught up on the phenomenal series that Tom King is doing on Wonder Woman. So this issue finished the Sovereign storyline, which is 30 issues long, 19 issues long. The first 19 issues of Wonder Woman have really focused on this evil villain group and the lasso of lies that they've been using to manipulate. And it ends here in issue 19, and it was a phenomenal end. It was really, really well done. I was incredibly pleased with it. And then this kicks off a new series, a 2-issue like mini story. And I was worried because number one, artist Daniel Sampere would not be on the book, and he's been doing such a wonderful job. 2, it was going to bring in Batman, which some artists and some writers, as we know with Tom King, maybe can't do Batman as well as others. This was excellent. All of my worries were unwarranted. This was a phenomenal issue. I can't wait. Issue 2, the second part in this, so issue 21 is dropping on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. So I'm excited for the finale of this murder mystery. Hippolyta, isn't it Hippolyta? Wonder Woman's mom has been convicted or charged with murder by Zeus because she was found in bed with another god who had been murdered. And she claims she didn't do it, but they were all out partying, and now Batman's got to come in and help her solve the murder. It's been great. It's been wonderful. It gives me some slight George Perez vibes because it's almost all in and around Themyscira and up in the land of the gods. So gives me a lot of great George Perez vibes, but also there's this fun Batman side to it where you have his sense of justice and his view of these gods. Really great and really fun. So another great issue. It continues to be, I'll say it time and again, continues to be my favorite book from either Marvel or DC. There is nothing better. You can take your ultimates and your absolutes and all your other stuff and set them aside. They're perfectly fine in some cases, but they're not that. And that book is superior. In fact, it's been a long time since I've had a Marvel or DC book near the top of my favorite books of the year. And Wonder Woman is probably going to go and do it again because, that book was near the top of this last year and it's still going strong. So I figure it'll probably make the end list again this year. And then lastly, I'm also enjoying One World Under Doom. This was a fun Dormammu versus Doom is the name of this 4th issue in the series. Very great look at the power that a god and a sorcerer might wield in battling one another and how they are trying to outwit one another and the big long con that Doom is playing here. Really, really quality story. I think Ryan North has just been doing a phenomenal job on this. I've been enjoying most of the tie-ins. There's obviously a few clunkers, as there always are in any Marvel or DC event. But by and large, between this and then last summer, the Blood Hunt, those are 2 of the best events I think Marvel has done in the last, I don't know, give me 2 decades. I mean, that's a low bar. Marvel and Marvel events specifically, but Marvel and DC events tend to really drag. But those two events are really, really good and definitely worth your time if you have not been reading. Like, go back and read Blood Hunt. I'm sure it's all on the Marvel app. It's very entertaining and lots of good twists and turns. And that's where Doom gets the Sorcerer Supreme powers. Worth the time. So it sounds like he's going to go to a football match tonight. Good luck to whomever you're rooting for, MJ or James. I hope they win and that you enjoy the game. We got Bleeker Reverend. Bleak is in the chat. What's going on, Bleak? What is going on? I hope your Saturday is going well. Looking forward to church tomorrow. Let's see. Ryan North is my favorite modern writer. I got to read more of his stuff. I'm not a huge FF fan, so I've got to probably go back and read what he's done there because I'm enjoying it when I'm picking up the tie-ins for this series. War of the Realms is a great one. I think War of the Realms gets some shots taken at it because there are some supremely weak tie-ins to that. But the main story, which is built on all that Jason Aaron did from Thor's perspective through so many runs, that works really well. And the stakes are really high. The characters get to some interesting storylines. There's a lot to love, I think, about War of the Realms. I just think it was so massive and took over so much that I think some people were left because they weren't reading a lot of it. They were just reading bits and pieces. Maybe they were left out. I don't know. What's going on, Tony? Back again. He's doing some yard work. I hope that it's going smoothly. So that's all that I've been reading. I've now caught you up on everything I'm reading. All I've got left are the other 2 unboxings. And I forgot to send myself. I want to overlay a photo for you because one of these is one that I think you really got to see it to know it. So let me message that to myself and then I can load it on the computer here. But this is a great photo because it captures the connecting variants that I've got here. I'm going to do it medium sized. Send that off and I'm going to open it in my laptop here. So this next unboxing, this is from Comics Limited. And if you don't know Travis, he is one of the Council of X. He's often doing great things in the community, sharing often awesome, cool stuff. And he did a giveaway. And I joined in because I thought the covers are really fun. This is a fun connecting set of covers. You can win a set. But I didn't think I had a shot at it, but I did. I won. I won this. So way cool. And I want to share what it looks like all together at the end. So I'm going to make sure that I have that loaded here. Let's see here. Okay, so that's loaded. While that's loading, I'll share you the individual pieces, and let's see, for those of you, I won't say of my age, but near enough, you might recognize how these connect as I share them, because there are nine covers here. This is the one that like maybe you will recognize first off. This awesome Uncanny X-Men cover with Rogue looks so cool. Great cover. We got Nightcrawler. 3 swords. He's holding one in his tail. Looks so great. Anybody? I'll go a little bit quickly, but I'm sure somebody will know what it is. That one's going to give it away. Here's a Wolverine cover. You got Wolverine fighting Magneto there, looking all boss. That's a great cover. Again, these are all Tyler Kirkham variants. We got Bishop and Jubilee and Wolverine's leg. Anybody recognize any of these? Because this is I guess an update or an homage, if you're familiar with it. What about Cable shooting and hanging with Mr. Sinister? Great shot. Love it. Tyler Kirkham crushing this. You got Sunspot and Jean Grey. That 90s goodness here. That's something of a hint, I suppose, when you can always tell what Jean Grey's wearing. Gives you a sense of the era. Got 3 left. How about our girl, Storm and Beast? This is an Uncanny X-Men 3 cover. Again, Tyler Kirkham, all Tyler Kirkham. These are connecting variants. Let's do, I'm not going to finish with this guy, so we'll do second to last. We got Cyclops. He's shooting at Magneto as well. There's Magneto's foot. All right. That pose is very iconic. Are you seeing it yet? Anybody have any guesses on what the homage is? And then, of course, yeah, this is the one I had this one. The Gambit one is so cool. Absolutely fantastic. Heck yeah. So yeah, those I won all of those. I won all of those. And this, if maybe you figured it out, this is what it looks like when you put it all together, gang. Like the trading cards, the 90s trading cards when they're in the danger room and Xavier's like working with them, they all sit together in glorious fashion. This is how those covers fit. I had the trading cards. I had all of these. I can't remember if it was a Sentinel or Magneto on that one, but it's Magneto now. That might be the big difference. But they look so freaking cool, gang. So cool. I'm going to post this on my Instagram a little later today. But I got such nostalgia vibes from this, seeing them all. Like some of those are just identical. The Gambit and the Cyclops ones, the Rogue one, the Sunspot one, they're all identical to the way I remember it. And then Magneto kind of spreading across in the center across all of them. So flippin' cool. I don't remember Sinister being in that one, but he's there behind Cable now. I think it was just Cable, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I don't know. But yes, absolutely dope. Huge thank you to Travis over at Comics Limited. What a cool giveaway. I'm in love with it. Absolutely fantastic. So thank you to him for that. Absolutely a cool gift for sure. That's what I said. Got ignored. Shafted. I'm not going to recap everything. Nobody needs that. But Squirrel Girl, I didn't know Ryan North did a Squirrel Girl run. He's the king of the gimmicks. All right, good to know. That's fair. We can make Cyclops last. We got Perry in the chat. What's going on, my friend? Happy Saturday, you homie. I know he's been posting more movie review reactions. I've been excited to see that returning. Hopefully there's more dropping soon because I enjoy those a ton. What's going on, Agro, in the chat saying that is awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. So yeah, that was an incredibly unexpected win, a giveaway win. So I was excited to unbox those on Tony's channel the other night. Now, Tony, you wanted to see them all together, so there you go. Now I had to lay them all out right and then snap the photo and yeah, do all the whole thing. So there you go. Look, we're at 10 minutes left in the hour, and I've got one last item. So this is going to time out perfectly. The last thing that I got came from a really awesome community member as well. This is from Justin Birch Letters. If you don't know Justin Birch, he's a comic book letterer. He works on all kinds of comics, professional letterer, and obviously a big comic book fan as well and collector. And he often is selling things, selling comics and things to fund his desire to pick up big books that he wants for his own collection. So he had a book he posted that I have been looking for a while and just haven't had a chance to pick up. And I said, hey, do you have The Birth of Jonathan Kent? I would love to purchase that from you. And he's like, oh, yeah, yeah. So he gave me a great price on it. I gave him some money for shipping. He's like, hey, I'm going to throw in a few extras for you just to fill out the box. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate you doing that. But this was the big purchase. I like the character of Jonathan Kent. I think he's a really cool character. I loved him in the Super Sons. I read pretty much all the original Super Sons storylines with him and Damien as kids. I thought those were so much fun. I really felt like they captured the joy of comics, the joy of childhood, the joy of friendship. There was a lot of really fun books that were in that series at the beginning where you got to see a sense of these kids and their parents and kind of like how that was working as they were becoming young superheroes. It's just great. So I loving that character. I wanted his first appearance at some point, and I just kept watching for it. Do I want a 9/8? I don't really care. Does it really matter? And then I saw Justin had this one, so this became a must-have book for me. So great character, great first appearance. The same as like I guess you could throw it in with Franklin Richards, like the birth of Franklin Richards, similar kind of experience, right? But he threw in some other books, and I was like, oh, that's very kind of you. I didn't expect anything beyond the book I purchased. That was all I really wanted. What's up? Who that's in the chat? How you doing, sir? He says one of the best. I assume you mean Jonathan Kent, or are you talking about Justin Birch? I mean, either way. Either way, I'm gonna have a little sip of coffee while I'm thinking. So I opened the box, and I was kind of floored by what was in here. So I'll do my best to focus in on as I share these with you all. But he knows my favorite character. So he threw in some Uncanny X-Men issues with Storm. So here's 180. I think this is the issue before she loses her powers. So still in her Mohawk era, living large. Great cover by JR. And then he sent 153, which is a fun like Kitty Pryde on a story issue. Very entertaining, kind of goofy, fun issue. Yet another crazy costume for Catherine Pryde. So nice of him to do this. And then a great issue. This is the annual number 9, which we're going to read next season on Omni X-Men. We'll read this book, and maybe I'll give this away because I definitely have one. This is a gorgeous copy though, and great moment when Storm wields Mjolnir. Storm, the goddess of thunder. I love it. Great comic. Something any Storm fan must have. And then there was this book, and this book kind of dropped my jaw. And if you follow Old Wolf in the chat here, over to his channel and watch his Thursday night live stream and zip all the way to the end, the last like 20-15 minutes, you'll see the unboxing and you'll see my reaction because it's absolutely crazy. He threw this as a add-on. He added, gang, this is the second appearance of the Sentinels, issue 15 of the X-Men. He threw this in. I'm sure he's like, oh, the cover's falling apart. It's like, it's not really holding on anymore. It's like, it's definitely like all messed up. It's super low. I'm like, dude, it's X-Men 15. This is now officially the second oldest X-Men comic in my collection because I have issue 14, the first Sentinels, and now I have issue 15, the second Sentinel. This is insane. Justin Birch, you are a madman. You are a crazy, insane madman. I don't care if you're like, oh, it's super low grade. I could only get a few bucks for it if I was going to try to sell it. I would spend those few bucks. This is the jamoke that you're looking for to buy something like this. I mean, it's a great cover. The floating Xavier head, the giant robots. This time they're in red. They were in like bright pink in the last one. the X-Men logo with Angel flying over the top of it. Holy cow, holy buckets. I don't know that I want to open it and touch it because I'm definitely worried that it's like hanging on by a thread, but it's so dope, man. This is a fantastic, fantastic book. So Justin Birch Letters, thank you, my friend. Thank you. This is way above and beyond. And it goes to show you, I suppose, what reaching out does, because he had been on, I think it was the Band of Brothers auction or one of the auctions, and I was late. I was in and out of the auction, and I did not see that Jonathan Kent book in the auction. So I thought, oh, maybe he didn't get to it. He was selling a ton of G.I. Joe stuff. All of his G.I. Joe stuff was selling like hotcakes. It was going out the window, out the door fast. And at the end of the auction, I was like, hey, do you still have that? And he's like, yeah, John, $10 and it's yours. And I was like, sold. I'll hit you up on Instagram. I did. And then he threw in so much more. That was crazy. He does not need to do that. That was way above and beyond. So I just want to thank him officially. Oh, and I forgot. Yes, Hudat. He's got his monthly channel giveaway. Hudat has one of the best channel giveaways. The books are wild. The books are insane. And if you're a channel member, you're entered to win. So he's saying the deadline is May 31st. So he does the same thing as me. If you're a channel member for that month, if you're, you get an entry. So all those people that just got channel memberships because of Rob and Marcus, those 10 people will now be entered to win when I do the end of May giveaway, which for me, I believe I do it on Saturday, June 7th, or maybe May 31st, since that's a Saturday. Yeah, maybe I'll do it on the 31st, the very official last day of the month. Something like that on that Saturday morning. I'll spin all the wheels that I need to spin, and we'll give away that Canto Volume 1 hardcover signed by David Boer. I'll throw in some, as I always do, some great variants. There's always like a Storm or a Poison Ivy variant thrown in there, and some other goodies. And apparently, and now I'm throwing in posters as well from our buddy Jeffrey Comic Con. So lots of goodies. That's coming up for me. And then you got to go over to Hudat's YouTube channel. Just click on his name. You can go right over, hopefully, or just search Hudat Comics and Movies. Be a member over there, and you can see some of the crazy stuff that guy gives away. He's an insane man. I'm fairly generous, but I'm not Hudat generous. I'm not that level. I'm like a couple levels below that. I'm being honest with you. Just not that generous. And anybody who knows me knows that's true. I don't usually share. Gang, that is it. That is the whole kit and caboodle. That is the entirety of what I've been reading, what I've gotten purchased lately, what is going on in the world of John. I'm going to finish with my recommendation. This is easily the book of the, I'm going to be nice and say week, but I'm going to say month actually, and could potentially be the best comic of the year. Right off the bat, this is the best issue number 1 that I've read in a really long. I'm trying to think of the last time I read an issue number 1 and was this enthusiastic about it. Maybe Layla Starr, something like that. Like this is a great issue number 1. So James Tynion, Exquisite Corpses just dropped this week, and for $4.99, this is a double-sized book. It's heavy. It's a heavy beast. You get a ton of story, and it's all excellent. So go to your LCS. I might even grab an extra copy. If I go to my LCS and they still have copies, I'm going to grab extras because I want to be able to give them away to people. So it's that good. You should be checking it out. You should give it a read. Very entertaining. That is all for me. I have to update it, but here are my current channel members before I started the show today. Of course, we got the new Comic Book Day Coalition, Rob Boswell, Ariel Red, and Daymares holding it down, keeping the lights on for everybody, allowing me to be able to ship out all the prizes that I'm doing. The gang, it was like $120 to do the first round of prizes from my giveaway last time, $120, but things are starting to arrive and they're all arriving safely. So I feel good about that. And then of course, my X-Men squad, so big I can barely see Jubilee giving them the thumbs up there. So many awesome homies. I got to connect with JG Comics because I haven't seen him in the chat for a while because he won a giveaway and I can't find him on Instagram. There's too many JG Comics out there. I got to make sure I'm getting the right one. But a lot of awesome homies up there. And then, of course, my new mutants as well. Thank you, homies. All of you doing so many nice things to support to support this silly little YouTube channel. I appreciate all of that, and you guys are awesome. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get ready for some soccer today. That's my soccer Saturday. I got my book to read, got my coffee. The day's just getting started, friends. I hope your Saturday is as good as mine will be, and I'll catch you all again later.